So what I'm going to show you today is how we can go from an idea to a full ready-to-use laser design within seconds. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is fire up ChatGPT and give it a prompt. Can you give me 10 summer quotes and phrases so I can design, make and sell laser engraved and cut wooden signs, please? And if we send that prompt, we just have to wait a second. And then it comes back and gives us 10 summer themed phrases that we could use. For this one, I'm going to choose sunshine, laughter and happily ever after. So now we just need to type in. Okay, so now create an image using the phrase sunshine, laughter and happily ever after so we can make a beautiful laser engraved sign. And if we send this prompt, after a short while, it's come back and given us a beautiful black and white image which is perfect to trace around or even redraw if you wanted to. So all we need to do next is click on this button up here to download. So this next part is completely optional. If the image looks good, then you can skip this part. But if I look over here, I've got a little bit of this flower missing, and there's some parts missing on these leaves too. So I have this open in Affinity, and I'm just going to go over to pixel mode. And if we go down here, I can choose the paintbrush. And we can change the size by holding Control and Shift. And if I just bring that down a bit, what we can do is we can start painting in some of these areas. Now, you don't have to use Affinity. You could actually go ahead and use something like Microsoft Paint or any other program. And we can just paint in some extra details, what we'd like. And then we can flip and choose white to just take away a little bit. And again, we can make a smaller brush and chop in. And then you could just go around and fill in any extra details that you'd like until you're happy with the image. And if you had an iPad or a tablet with a program such as Procreate, you could make some really nice artistic changes. And once you're happy, all we need to do next is just export this image. And we can export that as a JPEG or a PNG, but I'm just going to go ahead and export as a JPEG. I'm just going to name that sign. And you can also use Paint or whatever program you've got on your computer really. Then the next step, I'm just going to open LightBurn and import that image. And with the image selected, we just need to go to Tools and Image Trace. And we can just have a quick look around and see what it's looking like. And everything's looking quite good. So from there, I'm just not going to change anything here. I'm just going to click OK. And there we have a beautifully traced image with all the details of the flowers and all the leaves. I have missed a little bit there, but we can always go back and do the same thing again. But if you're happy with this, that will engrave perfect. But if we want to now cut this out, I'm just going to select it, right click and click ungroup. And I'm just going to copy and paste this outside edge. And then I'm going to snap it back here and I'm going to put that onto a different layer. So if I now turn that off, we have all the black engraving, which I'm going to select, right click and group. And if I turn that one off and turn the blue on, we now have the outside and the engraving. And you can do this time and time again. And if there's still bits that need cleaning up, such as here, what you can do is select that, right click, ungroup. And with this selected, we can just go over to the node edit and select that. And we can delete some of these by pressing D. And that just smooths that out. So here, this would engrave with the black and then cut out with the blue. And you can also do this in Xtool and any other laser program, as long as it's got a trace feature. You might have to tweak the settings a little bit, or just make sure you have a nice black and white image to start with, but everything should be good. And I just want to show you some more ideas. I typed in, can you give me 10 summer laser cut items that I could design and sell to make? And it came back with 10 different items from garden drinks carriers to solar garden lanterns, summer house signs, outdoor drink stakes, garden plant markers. So I decided to go with the garden plant markers. And if I just scroll down here, so then I asked it to make me an image so I can make some beautiful garden plant markers. And it came back with this set of 10 birch plywood engraved plant markers. And I thought that would be good, but then I needed a black and white image. So I said, okay, using that image, can you make me a black and white image with all the details to be engraved as a black fill and the outline to be cut as a black hairline, please? And then this is what it gave me. Now, we could use that, but I would prefer if the images were bigger. So then I asked, okay, now can you just create the first plant of basil on its own at full size so I can get a high definition image to image trace, please? And this is what it gave me. This was perfect to do an image trace. So I decided to try that for each one, for the mint, rosemary, thyme, parsley. But when we got down to the chives, if you notice here, it was giving us all the same type of plant marker base, but then it started going off. So I asked it again and it gave me a different one again. So what you can do if it starts to run off is if we scroll right back up and if we go just after basil, after it's done its first one, what we can do is click on more actions and branch into new chat. So now this is the branched chat. And if I scroll down, we have everything exactly the same, all down to basil. And this is where we branched from here, as you can see. And then I just carried on and started again, asking for the chives, the lavender, tomatoes and strawberries. So that's one way of keeping all the images consistent. So back in LightBurn, the process is the same. We just need to import an image, and I've downloaded all of these images. But all we need to do is select one, open that, and again go to Tools and Trace Image. I'm not going to alter anything, and I'm going to click OK. And this time we basically have all the engraving, but we haven't got an outside edge to cut to. So this time I'm just going to ungroup these and select this outside edge. And what we could do, we could copy and paste this, but this time I'm going to offset outwards by about 1 millimeter and select outer shapes only and click OK. Then we just need to make sure we've got the outside one selected and put that on the black layer. So that's the cut layer. And if we turn these other ones off, you can see we have the engraving there and then the cut line there. Now we've got a little cut mark there and the outside cut shape, but what we could do is we could take this section, copy and paste that, and grabbing one of these points down here, we could snap that back there and put that on the same layer, black. And I'm going to do the same with this one, copy and paste, put that onto the black layer, and then move it from this point down here to this point. And if we turn the blue layer off, the engraving layer, now we have this, which we can right click and group. So this is what would all be cut out, and this is what would be engraved. So we could have these nice cut through sections here. So you'd have to do that for each one. And then in the end, just select everything. Then you could just scale this to whatever size you wanted, say about 150mm high. And you could do that for each one. So I hope you can see the actual power and potential that there is here, because within just a few clicks, you can create an image design, you can create a laser design, and then create the actual physical design. Well, I hope this video was helpful. Please like and subscribe, check out my Patreon for early releases and free files, and I'll see you in the next video.